say that I probably was a vegetarian, like a couple of years back. I was trying to be one, and
Mhm.
I did it because of health issues. And so, it wasn't easy. I had to understand, how I had to understand the discipline. I don't think I understood it enough, but I did research. I went to the library and read books a bit, like health tips and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it wasn't easy and stuff. That's how far I got with kind of taking my body to that limit. Like, cause after a while, I was getting real skinny, and people was telling me that and stuff. Did people see changes in you and stuff like that?
Yeah, so my body goes through changes. During improvement season, I'm a little fluffier. And then you start to lean out. And then when you get, close to stage, you're really, really lean. And people think you're sick. You have prep face and everything's just all, sunken in and everything. But I've learned to love my body in all of its phases. So, and the people who I see all the time, people that I work with, my friends and family, they understand the process now that I've been at it for 3 years, so they know what to expect.
Um, do you want to stay in bikini?
Oh yeah, I'll be a bikini girl forever. I often joke with my coach and say I want to be a figure competitor and try to do figure poses and things like that, but at my age, I don't think I want to put in the work that's required to build the legs that a figure competitor has. And so I'm
Like,
just realistic. I don't know if these knees can handle that much leg work. So I'll just be a bikini girl until God tells me I can't be a bikini girl anymore.
oh, okay. All right, that's cool. Yeah, figure, it's not very easy. You got to walk in the hills and all that stuff, and yeah, this. Yeah. Do you follow anybody in bodybuilding?
I follow lots of people. I communicate with lots of people through Instagram and things. I communicate with people that I've never met in person, and then some of the ladies that I compete with, we start following each other and stuff like that. So yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Who do you like? Like, who you admire?
So I really have a girl crush on Vanya August. She's an Olympian bikini competitor, but she's also my posing coach. And so yeah, I just love her. I love
Oh,
her.
I don't
Um,
think I ever heard. What's her name? Donna August?
Vanya, Vanya with a
Oh,
V.
Vanya. Oh, Vanya.
Hmm.
Okay, I never. Yeah, I'm still kind of, trying to get the women's names, the bodybuilders' names, especially bikini. I'm not like a expert like that, but I've been to a couple of shows
Gotcha.
where I went to the New York Pro, and people don't really like look at bikini competitors as bodybuilders. They just kind of like look at it like, oh, they just in the sport. They do poses and stuff like that. Like, what is your thoughts on that? Like, do you?
I, this is my first time hearing that. I've never experienced that personally. When I'm at
Oh, okay.
competitions, everyone refer to everyone as bodybuilders. So I've never heard that. I think that bikini girls put in just as much work as the other classes in the sport. But yeah, that's my take on it. That's my first time hearing that. So I can't say that
Yeah,
I've had an opinion about it.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I look at it. I look at bikini competitors. I would say as bodybuilders because you guys are toning up and and doing
You know,
different
in my
poses.
anyone, even if you're not a competitor, if you're working out, trying to transform your body to make it look a certain way, you're building your body. So technically, you don't have to be a competitor to be a bodybuilder.
Right. Right. I mean, there's people that's dedicated that they, especially like with the women, they like seeing the women muscular, you know, because I seen it in the show a bit, you know, when I was in the New York Pro, like I went there late, right? So I seen the
Mm-hmm.
men compete, and then they had the bikini, you know, I would say last. So like the
Mm-hmm.
time the bikini competitors came out, you know, like I would say a lot of people, majority of people, they just left. And there were some people that supported, you know, the bikini competitors. So,
Well,
you
my
know,
take on that is they saved the best for last, and those people who left just missed out on the best part of the show. I could be a tad bit biased in that, but that's how I feel.
no, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Yeah, you know, I wanted to. You just seen. Let me. Yeah, you look like you put work in. You know, that's cool.
I
Like
did.
how long do you stay?
I feel like I put work in. How long do I?
How long do you stay like in the
What did you
gym?
say?
Like how long do you no, how long do you work out in the gym? Like what's the hours that you
It
like 2 hours or
it depends. Leg days take longer than upper body days. It depends on how crowded the gym is, if the equipment that I want to use that particular day is available or not. But I would say on average with cardio and workout, I would say about 2 to 2.5 hours on average. And sometimes twice a day, because sometimes I have cardio twice a day. And I work out 6 days a week. So I live at the gym practically.
hmm, hmm, yeah. Like what's do you have any favorite workouts like body parts that you like working out on?
Yes, I love shoulder day. I love back day. I don't hate lower body days, but they're challenging.
Yeah. Well, we got some guests. Lawrence Perkins. Good evening, Michelle and KL. Hey, how you doing, Lawrence? AD, Michelle, you look great. What's the hardest part of prepping for a competition? That's a good question. You think you can
So
answer that?
the hardest, yes, the hardest part of prep for me is the dieting, because I'm a foodie. I love to eat. So that I would say is the hardest part. not being able to eat pizza or fried chicken or the things that I think my body wants to eat at the times that I think my body wants to eat them, that would be the hardest part for me. But I get over that by, I follow a macro diet. So my diet is not regimented. My coach gives me my numbers and I can make whatever foods fit. Not that I can make fried chicken or pizza ever fit, but I can I have full control over which produce which proteins I choose. I can season it the way that I want to season it, so I make it work. But dieting would be the
What's
hard.
like what's do you cook? Like do you like make recipes and stuff? Like healthy recipes?
I won't say I do recipes, but I cook. I primarily eat the same things all the time. My proteins, my go-to proteins are grilled chicken, ground turkey, white fish and tuna. And
Okay.
then, I'll have rice, red potatoes, white potatoes, sweet potatoes, some kind of potato, spinach, green beans, egg whites, of course, turkey bacon, turkey sausage. So those are my go-tos. And so since I eat the same things every day, I just season them differently. So when I'm meal prepping, I don't always put the same seasonings on my chicken. So then the chicken doesn't get redundant. Even with my white fish, sometimes I may put Old Bay seasoning on it. Sometimes I may do lemon pepper. Sometimes I may do like a buffalo seasoning. So just changing up the seasonings keeps it from being too redundant for me.
All right. You're making me hungry right now.
Look, I'm always hungry.
Well, you did an amazing job on stage, Michelle. So you was at the Chicago Pro.
Yes, I did the Chicago Pro this year. Um, didn't do as well as I would have liked to have done because I won that show last year. But I'll go back again next year. Chicago has not defeated me, so my coach and I, we know what we need to do, and we'll do those things, and we'll have a better showing next time.
What you think you was lacking in that competition?
I don't think I was lean enough. Um, in reality, I was pretty lean the day before. And so with me, my glutes are my weakest, but they're becoming one of my better qualities because I've really worked them hard during improvement season under Coach Hassan's tutelage. But when I lean out, I start to lose my glutes. And so we try to, you know, feed my coach fed me a little bit um, extra the night before, and it didn't work out the way that we needed it to work out. So when I looked at my check-in pictures from day before the show, I was a whole lot leaner. And so it's weird how food makes that big of a difference. But I had like a half a turkey burger and some fries, some sweet potato fries, and my body didn't respond to it the way it had previously. So previously we would do that day before show and we get the results, but this particular time we did not. But also this particular time my stage weight was a little lower than it has been in the past. So now we know what my threshold is for my stage weight, and like I said, we know what to do. I trust my coach. I trust the process. He's never steered me wrong. So we know we have a plan for our next prep.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. Good evening, Douglas Adams. Good evening. And you got all the way George Page. Congrats on getting your first Bikini Pro. Yeah, what was that feeling like when you got that pro card? I know you
um,
was jumping up for joy and stuff, and
I really was because it was totally unexpected. I knew from the preliminaries that I was top two, but in my mind, I just knew I was top two. And when we went back out for finals and they, brought out the top five and they, counted down fifth place, fourth place, and they said second place and it wasn't my name, I was like, holy crap.
mm,
And so, I got the pro card. I was excited, went backstage. There were a few of my teammates there also. So we were all, celebrating. My coach was celebrating with me and everything. And I was calling my kids and calling, my a guy that I had trained with and some other people that weren't there. And I missed my other division because I got my pro card in the 50 and over, but I was also registered for the 45 and over, and I was so busy backstage celebrating that I didn't even go back out on stage. So yeah, it was a great time. Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah, I guess the highlight of my bodybuilding career.
congratulations. Yeah, you told me that you were like you're shy or you're very a private person. Like, what made you wanted to like compete like on stage and showcase your physique to people and be judged.
So I I just wanted to be a bodybuilder. I'm not shy. When I said I'm a private
Oh,
person, I meant I keep my personal business. It's just not
okay,
just not out there for everyone to know. I don't
right.
think I'm shy. I'm reserved until I get to know someone, but I'm not shy and I'm not an introvert by any means. I can handle a room if I need to. But as far as I was a little nervous, my first competition, I won't lie. Um, when I went for my bikini fitting and saw how skimpy it really was, I was, a little reluctant about that. Uh, and I was nervous at my first competition. I could feel my body shaking at my first competition, and my coach wasn't there, but he was on the live stream. And when I called him in between the prelims and finals, he said, "You look like you were nervous," and so I felt like I was nervous, but now. I I don't get as nervous when I go on stage. There's always
Yeah.
a little bit of angst about going on stage, but right now I just have the mentality that it's me versus me. And so when I bring a better physique to the stage than I did my last prep, I'm good. It's like if I bring home some hardware, if I win some money, that's just the icing on the cake. But in my mind, I've already won before I've gotten on stage, so that nervous level is not there like it was in my first competition. Because in my first competition, I was like, I want to win because I'm a competitor. I've always been athletic, I've always been competitive. But now I just compete against me, so it makes going on stage a whole lot easier, a whole lot less stressful.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Like, cause it's like you have those demons in you, try to stop you, and they start talking all in your head and stuff like that. So I get it. Yeah.
But what
Um.
I learned with this sport is it's so subjective, especially in the bikini division. I'll go to a show, I'll get the judges' feedback, and I'll work on that, and I'll go to the next show, and the next judge is telling me something altogether different. And this could be within a 2 week span because last year I did 5 shows. So I got lots of feedback, and none of the feedback that I've gotten from any of those 5 shows were the same. So
Mm,
it's so subjective. You don't know which judge wants what. You don't know what they're looking for in that particular season for bikini. Some seasons they want them conditioning, some seasons they want them lean, some seasons they want muscle, seasons they don't. So we just bring the best package that we can bring and let the chips fall where they fall.
yeah. I mean, I I mean, it sounds frustrating. Just
A
going
little
through all
bit.
that, the judging, yeah. Telling you certain things, and I don't know what to say about that. I'm not going through that, so but kudos to you. You know, just keep doing your thing.
Thank
I
you.
mean, you do have a nice physique. Just looking at you, yeah, yeah, you really do. Like I could see probably. Well, I know you don't want to move up, but I could see you probably being a figure competitor. You know, but
Guys,
how,
that all the time, but
They tell you
nah.
that?
Guys at my gym tell me that.
How
Um,
tall are you?
I had a conversation with Coach Hassan, and I asked him, if I did figure, would I be able to do figure as an NPC competitor? And he's like, no, once you're a pro, you're a pro. So I know I'm not ready to be a pro figure competitor because I've seen those ladies, and I'm not there. And like I said, I don't think at 56 years old that I want to put the work in that's required to